How we coach. I'm Dr. Michael L. McCrimmon, CEO and Managing Partner of the M2 Leadership Institute. This brief video talks about our executive coaching offering at the M2 Leadership Institute, why we coach, the benefits of coaching, and how we do it. Let's get started. For most people, there is the lifelong hunt for a path that will lead one to success, be it personal success or business success. So we choose a path that looks good and we pursue it. Often there are all kinds of signs along the way, warnings, suggestions, guidance, mandates, and we do our best to make good choices. However, sometimes based on lack of experience, lack of insight, maybe even just poor choices, we find ourselves just like that at a dead end. More than likely, it would have been good to have had a coach along the way. Certainly when you reach the dead end, perhaps it's time for a coach. The industry of executive coaching fits under the umbrella of management consulting. Most management consulting firms assist other firms in areas such as large-scale strategy, tax advising, IT assistance, or supply chain management consultation. However, executive coaching is a specialized service delivered on a smaller scale. Even though executive coaching has grown considerably and many organizations are now building a, quote, coaching culture, unquote, where they infuse a coaching philosophy with their management and leadership style, the size of the executive coaching industry is still a relatively small subset of the management consulting field. Little reliable data is available on the size of the executive coaching industry, but the Harvard Business Review reported that actual expenditures on executive coaching worldwide is currently in the range of $1 billion annually. 70% to 88% of companies report they utilize coaching. In fact, I often find that most progressive companies do and have been for some time. You just may not be aware that it goes on at your company, and maybe you don't know what coaching actually does. $1 billion a year is a lot of money to be made in the coaching industry. As a result of there being this kind of money in coaching, a cottage industry sprang up almost overnight. The choices for an individual became very complicated when it comes to coaching selection, and it quickly becomes very apparent that one size doesn't fit all when it comes to coaching. So with the mass influx of individuals and firms racing into executive coaching, there exists a myriad of approaches and methodologies out there. Here's how we coach at the M2 Leadership Institute. As we have stated on other videos on our website, our firm's primary objective is to help clients and client organizations with the realization of high performance and excellence. The key discipline required in an individual or an organization becoming high performing with a standard of excellence is leadership development. Getting to a high performing organization with a standard of excellence isn't that complicated. We use 4 service offerings that are simple things that can be done under the banner of leadership development, each of which can make a huge difference in the success of an individual and or an enterprise. The 4 offerings are assess, coach, align, and extend. Let's take a closer look at coaching. Our coaching offering is based on the Sherpa model of coaching. We have 5 coaching steps in our iterative coaching model. Note, coaching can also be a very effective tool regarding challenges not of a business nature. Phase 1 is taking stock. Taking stock is where an individual takes an open and honest view of themselves, typically with the data provided from the battery of assessments performed in the assess step. In taking stock, we look at who you are, the real you. The next coaching phase is the global view. After the first phase of taking stock, the next phase is to determine who are the important people in your life and how they affect and support you. Phase 3 is destination. What are your motivations? Why do people and things affect you the way that they do? Are you accurately creating and managing expectations in your life? This work is done in the destination phase. Phase 4 is course selection. How do you get there from here? In Phase 4, we look at specific areas that have impact on your day-to-day work life. Are you doing the right things to get where you're trying to go? Are there things that you should add to your daily goals and objectives? Are there things that you should stop doing? Here we organize and structure goals that fit the needs of your journey. Phase 5 is known as the agenda, or as we like to call it, the game plan. Does our game plan have everything it needs? Does it have accountability? Have we made whatever attitude adjustments required to execute the game plan? This is our detailed map to success. Studies have shown that when careers are managed with the assistance of a coach, individuals are able to reach career and life aspirations easier. The other thing that coaching does is it helps crystallize a vision or objective, often allowing the individual to see clearly what they are considering and many times choose a different path, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. That's a brief look at how we coach, one of the 4 service offerings at the M2 Leadership Institute that leads to high performance and organizational excellence. Remember, our goal at the M2 Leadership Institute is to take your best and make it better. Thanks for watching.